You are making no sense.
He's joined us, you know?
That's not any use to me now.
The Ice Palace, that's where the decision will be made.
I just can't believe that.
That is illogical.
Look after yourself.
Got it.
You are being inefficient.
Halt. Who are you? What's the password?
I don't know the password.
And yet you expect me to believe you are who you say you are? You've walked onto our ground, so I will ask you again. How did you find us?
Frank gave me your coordinates in the fort.
Frank? You've spoken to him. I've been trying to hatch a plan for days now to work out how to get him out of there.
So, do you want to know how Frank is doing?
Do I want to know if he's been tortured? If the outlaws have starved him? If his belief is being challenged every day? I know how the outlaws treat their captives. That's exactly why I want to get him back.
Why are you here?
To find out what's happening. Ever since the Duke took over here, the lines of communication with Ignadon have been shut down. Baxter might have been a maniac, but at least he talked to us. Now, this Duke and his men, they came out of nowhere and they've destabilized the whole of Tavar. We want to know if he's a threat, or if he'll start talking to us.
Can I help you get your man back?
Right now, I'll take whatever help I can get. I want to get Frank home safely, and I fear if I go in after him, I'll just get him killed. You probably stand more chance than us. The outlaws are used to people passing through. They welcome all in the name of profit. It's not like they'll trust you, but they'll allow you in.
What's your plan for getting your man out of the fort?
Well, we can just ask them. The outlaws aren't going to suddenly start abiding by old agreements from the Great Council of Magellan. ELEX is the only thing they respect. If we offer enough, the Duke should agree to set him free.
The Great Council of Magellan?
Yes. That was almost 100 years ago. There was constant warfare that threatened to destroy us all. It was the clerics who brought all the factions together to sign a non-aggression pact to save us all. You know, peace reigned for almost 40 years. But during that time, each group was increasing, growing in size, becoming more committed to their cause. It just made the next war all the bigger.
Why doesn't anyone keep to the pact now?
Because as a species, we're actually pretty damn dumb. And I'm not excluding the clerics here. In those days, the clerics were fighting the berserkers over an ELEX deposit. They needed it for their mana. We needed it to drive our machines. When we weren't able to reach agreement, weapons began to speak instead.
And there's been war ever since?
The Horde assumed the war would be short. Back then, we didn't know the power their mana can unleash. We were arrogant. We assumed the technology we'd stockpiled, the weapons we developed would be enough. Then Berserker's magic grew stronger, until one battle where our machines failed. Whole squadrons of our troops were wiped out. We haven't recovered from that defeat, even today.
You left the outlaws out of your story.
Because they aren't worth my breath. They were violating the resolutions almost as soon as the Council had made them. Their attacks mostly consisted of small raids, but it was only a matter of time before they tried something bigger.
I've heard enough.
Good. Let me know when you're planning to head to the fort. We have to free our man.
Give me the elixir. I'll pay to get your man out.
Very well. I'll put our man's fate in your hands. That elixir is going to buy the freedom of my friend. Don't let it go astray.
Say it again and you will pay for it.
Getting drunk. That's where he'll be.
Yeah, I think I'm done here.
Judicator Ulbricht is looking for an experienced field commander to lead his troops against the Alps in Ignadon.
What? Am I supposed to give up Tavar and become some captain for the clerics? Even if this isn't some form of trap, you can't really expect me just to walk into Ignadon. Let the clerics and the Alps kill each other. That's where the profit lies.
Profit lies in the free people staying free.
You sound like Nasty. She says things like that when she's drunk. She used to be an idealist. Time in the desert leading troops has taught her the truth. You ask her. Nothing is free. No one is free. There is only profit.
Isn't there another way?
Yeah. You can sit there, take some chems, and dream. Dream a pretty little dream.
How have other people become outlaws?
They've made their name. Big mouths weed people out quickly. Many people like to say who they are and what they can do. The fort quickly finds out if they can.
I want to get some of the armor you have here.
Talk to my cousin William. He deals with that sort of thing. But if you join us, you will swear loyalty to me for good. You'll start as a runner, but prove loyal, and you can become an enforcer or maybe even a captain. Each rank comes with its rewards. But all this is easy to talk of. Harder, much harder, for you to achieve.
I want to buy Frank's freedom.
Frank? The cleric we're holding prisoner? Why do you want him? But I have no more use for him. Tell him he can go, but he's to carry a message back to Ignadon. Come to Tavar, and you will pay the price. Stay at home in the Hort, and you have nothing to fear from me. Maybe letting him go will send them a signal that they should be worrying about Zakor, not Tavar. Pay me, and he can go.
Here's the exit for Frank.
Huh. Changed my mind. You can keep the shards. Just remember how this played out. You've been smart. So don't fuck it up and get in my bad book some other way. Before you go, here's some well-meaning advice. See my generosity and think what that should mean for you. I look after my people here. And we have opportunities for all those who stay here.
I spoke with Hartmut.
You found our group commander? And he spoke to you? To an outsider?
What can I say? It must be my charisma. Do you want to know what he said?
Well, if he trusts you with a message, then my mistrust of you was unwarranted. Please, tell me, what did he say to you?
He tasked me with buying your freedom.
Then, why am I sitting here? Are you going to do what he asks, or not?
I've paid the ransom money. You can go.
What do you mean, go?
I mean, go. Leave.
This feels like a trick. You'll put a bullet in my head as soon as I try and leave, won't you? You or Iron Madison?
Iron Madison has been handled. Nothing will happen to you.
By the grace of Kalan, I am free. I can go. I can really get out of here? Thank you. I'm going to find my unit. And if I can get back to them, I can get you a reward. Hartmut is a true follower of Kalan. He is certain to pay you back, if he's still alive. So, good luck out there, my friend. May Kalan watch over you.
Sand, thieves, and corpses.
I was having such a nice
Iron
dream.
Madison is dead.
Dead? Dead for real? Dead and never coming back? Oh, you don't know how long I've hoped to hear those words. If there is an afterlife, I hope she's burning in it. Liam is free. Maybe now we can be together. Thank you. Thank you for helping us. You have a kind and blessed heart. I hope you find your way. No one deserves to be alone.
Do you want to know what I found in the trash in those ruins?
I don't know, do I?
Here, take a look. What do you think's written on there?
I don't know. I see a Q, a U, and a Y.
Crazy, huh? You think it's a code or something?
A code? What's a name tag?
Name tag? What is that?
They used to wear these things so everyone would know who they were talking to.
What? Couldn't they remember?
Who knows? But it's trash. Just get rid of it.
Right. I really thought it might be something useful.
Hey, Liam, have you heard the news?
What are you doing here? Are you crazy?
But haven't you heard? Iron Madison is dead.
No, the boss would never let that happen.
Whatever he thinks, it's true. Madison's dead. Yes, Yes, you're free. We can be together.
We can? Does that mean you're not working for Chloe anymore?
You know I can't leave her, but that isn't important. Not for us. Madison is dead. That is all that matters, Liam. That means we get to decide about us. I have to go now, but I'll be back as soon as I can. We can talk. We can plan the future.
Let's do that. I'll see you later.
No, not now.
Say, where did you get that claw? Can I take a look at it?
Why? Do you want to look at that?
Yes, please, show me.
I got it in Edan.
Edan? You mean you met Kata? She must trust you if she gave you this. And if you have been trusted with this, maybe I could ask you about something. It would bring us a lot of Elexit, and I mean a lot.
And you'll trust me with this because of this claw?
You wouldn't have one if you hadn't earned it. You're one of us, right? I mean, you're playing it shy, but you know what the claw means. And it means we work together. Share the loot and go our separate ways. Both with the shards to make life happier.
All right, I'm in.
Right. Let's do this. Listen closely. I know the Duke stole a pile of shards from the clerics some time ago. He's trying to bring them into the fort little by little without anyone noticing. We can take advantage of that to earn ourselves a profit. If that sounds good, then let's do this. If not, then just pretend this conversation never happened.
Your wife is dead.
Fuck! Really? Then I'm free. If you're lying, she'll kill me for even thinking it. Oh, let it be true. I don't know what your part in this was, but thank you. I am now free. I'm free. And I can finally be with Cindy.
About the Duke's shards. How did the Duke get the Elexit from the clerics?
The clerics were transporting goods and the Elexit between the domed city in Abessa and the Hort in Ignadon. The Duke got wind of this and set up an ambush. And it worked. The Duke made a fortune. But of course, he couldn't tell anyone about it. If he'd admitted it was the outlaws that killed those clerics, it would have started a war. So he hid the shards and denied the whole thing.
And the clerics believed him?
Neither side really knows if we could win a war, and besides, where's the profit for anyone? A full-out war and we'll all lose. That's why the Duke likes to play his enemies according to good old outlaw tradition. Keep them guessing, surprise them with your attacks, and hit them with a huge bang when they are least expecting it. So because the Duke needs to keep this a secret, he can't have word get round the fort and then reach the clerics. That not only means the Elexit is out there, but it also means the Duke can't raise much of a storm if all the Elexit suddenly disappears.
So, what's your plan?
The Duke is bringing the Elexit into the fort in deliveries with minimum muscle to protect it. Keeping it low-key is how the Duke is hoping to keep his Elexit a secret, and the next delivery of shards is due soon. I've thought about this, and the best place to intercept the shipment is when it's coming through the pass that connects Abessa with Tavar. The pass will contain the convoy, and it's far enough away from the fort that the Duke won't know anything's happened there for a decent length of time. If you hit that convoy, take the Elexit, then I'll give you, say, 40% of that take.
Make it 50% or there's no deal.
Hey, this is my plan and I did all the prep work.
Which will mean nothing if I'm not there to get the shards. I'm doing the fighting. I'm taking the risk. I'll take 50%.
Are you expecting me to just back down and accept this?
Yes.
Well, okay. We're partners now. Ready to go?
Let's go.
Head directly to the pass to Abessa, and keep your eyes open. The outlaws in the convoy might have disguised themselves as clerics.
I will return soon.
You fucking asshole! You murdered my brother! You killed Spade!
I'm sorry about your brother.
Sorry? What good does sorry do him? Well, you took blood as payment. So will I. A life for a life. Right here, right now.
Take this as compensation.
You think this can pay for my brother?
No, but neither will your life. Take it.
Give it to me. Give it to me and get out.
I'm ready to join the Berserkers.
You have recognized the value of our people. Once you have made your pledge, you will be expected to stand by it. Clerics, albs, outlaws, all will see you as one of us from this point.
I'm ready to make my pledge.
And so it shall be. With honor, with faith, with hope. You tie your blood to the soils of Magalan, our mother planet, and pledge to rebuild her as she was. It has been many years since the first Berserkers settled in this place. We found protection and a future for our kind in the ruins of the old world. From here, we have regrown a world that came before even that. From desert, from dead rock, we have brought back life. With our magic, we have held back those who see our future as one dominated by machines. We have stood against the forces of Zakor. We have struck down the converter they built on our land. But none of us can achieve this alone. None can stand alone. We must stand together. The time has come to accept another member into our community. He came to us as a stranger. Now he stands in our midst, having earned the right to become one of us. The law of the Berserkers will guide him from this day. We are the Fellowship of Magic and of Warriors. And we welcome you to our number.
What do I have to do to be promoted?
Listen, friend. Most people who have achieved the rank of warrior worked hard for it. It could take years until you are ready for that step.
There must be a way to climb faster here.
The only way to get early promotion would be to get all warlords to agree to that. Each of us have our own beliefs and requirements, and sometimes they will come into conflict. Until then, you will carry out your duties as a cultivator. Ultimately, we can't leave the fields to themselves. Prove yourself capable of following orders. And if you inspire others to speak for you, This may help persuade the warlords to give you their pledge. There are many who seek promotion, and you must show you are worthy of that honor.
About my promotion to warrior. Will you give me your pledge?
I will, if you can prove your loyalty and usefulness. You can start by finding Gunnar for me. He is in the Valley of the Damned. Tell him I need him for a special task. He is to return to Goliath immediately.
What is he doing in the Valley of the Damned?
He was exiled there, but I need someone of his ability. And Gunnar is a man determined about a task once it is started. He earned the rank of Paladin, and I hope he can prove his loyalty if he returns to Goliath. I am certain he can prove that he has served his sentence and is ready to return. So go. Bring him back for me.
Where in the Valley of the Damned is he?
He is supposed to report to the ruins below the lift in the valley. I admit we have been lax in checking of late. We just haven't had the people to spare to keep a proper eye on the exiled.
Stop using that here. This is no place for technology.
Ah, I see we have a new cultivator. An honorable and worthy rank. Did Ragnar tell you your duties as a cultivator?
No.
Very well. Then I will explain them to you. All berserkers must begin in the fields. All must grow from the seed to understand who they are. Tend to the plants, work the soil, and as you watch Magalan grow, so you will see yourself prosper. All our crops are needed, but the welfare of the seedlings will be your top priority. Report to Born. He's the overseer in the seedling fields. He'll be happy to gain another helping hand. He'll instruct you further.
I see you've become one of us. I hope it's a sign you are winning your struggle. Stay strong. Resist the ELEX. Leave your past behind.
Teach me something.
Yes.
What?
Who's prowling around out there?
Don't do that
There's
again!
nothing. Do not do that again.
Get the hell out of here!
Do not do that again.
About the cleric. You don't have to worry about that cleric preaching here.
You found him?
The cleric has left Goliath.
I thought my instructions were clear. I wanted him dead. Now he'll run home with information on our numbers and our plans. Your moment of mercy might lead to more deaths. Heed the... Get the hell out of here! Don't do that again!
Yes, definitely.
No, that isn't what I heard about it.
They saw the Alb unit, pissed themselves, and ran.
There were millions of people on this planet using technology that is lost to us now.
So it is hard to get there.
Yes, I think we can do that.
There's more to all of this, I'm sure.
Well, the Hort's defenses have never been breached.
You should learn more about it before you express an opinion.
An end will be brought to all of them.
Yes, I think we can do that.
Think, then act. That is my advice.
Well, if you believe what they say, then the past was very different. You better keep your technology out of sight or there'll be trouble.
Facts. You should learn the difference.
No, that isn't what I heard about it.
You should have a drink. I'm sure that would help you.
Some things are better off buried.
They saw the Alb unit, pissed themselves, and ran.
Some things just take time.
Say it again and you will pay for it.
If you have to rely on someone, then you are lost.
The Albs killed both his parents and his sister. You better keep
well,
your
the forces out there are always going to make that difficult.
You are being inefficient.
Yes, I think we can do that.
The news from North Edan is worrying.
There were too many of them ready for us.
If you have to rely on someone, then you are lost.
The more of them that die, the better this world.
I would have approached the situation differently.
You should listen to your instincts.
That is illogical.
There is talk and there is facts. You should learn the difference.
The more of them that die, the better this world.
Well, the forces out there are always going to make that difficult.
You should learn more about it before you express an opinion.
Well, there is always talk of that.
We need to show greater resolve if we're to defeat them.
There'll be trouble.
There are always patrols out, so it is hard to get there.
There were too many of them ready for us.
Some things just take time.
You are making no sense.
You seem worried.
If you don't try, you don't win.
You should have a drink. I'm sure that would help you.
Well, the forces out there are always going to make that difficult.
Out of sight or there'll be trouble.
Definitely.
If that is everything, I should get on.
An end will be brought to all of them.
Well, there is always talk of that.
You should listen to your instincts.
Excuse me, do you know Stormson? Have you seen him anywhere?
Yeah, I met him.
Do you know where he is now?
No, I don't.
He was supposed to meet me, but Orin said he'd left with 2 guys just before I got there. I haven't been able to find him since.
Who did he leave with?
Orin didn't say, which is strange. He was really evasive, and it's not as if he wouldn't know. Orin knows everyone in Goliath.
Could Stormson have left with outsiders?
I'd have heard if there were more outsiders here. Everyone talks about incomers, and Orin would have said something for sure.
Then the men were berserkers.
But if they were from Goliath, then why didn't Orin say who they were?
Maybe he was told not to.
Angrim. He is the only one who could scare Orin into staying silent about something. Stormson must have been arrested.
Can you think why Angrim would have Stormson arrested?
Stormson spoke out against the law. He thought we were losing the war, that we needed to change what we were doing if we were going to stand up to the Albs.
Change what? Change how?
I don't know. He asked me to go with him to look for supplies. I assumed he meant medical supplies, but do you think because I said I wouldn't that he asked someone else to go with him?
Maybe. And maybe he asked the wrong person. If he's alive, I will find Stormson for you.
Would you speak to Angrim? He must know what's happened.
Okay, I'll speak to Angrim.
Be careful. Angrim believes in the law more than he does in people. If he thinks the laws have been broken, he won't like anyone questioning him.
I can take care of myself.
Look! Some idiot let this guy become one of us. Lucky for us, too. We need warriors after the battle at the Converter. Here, it's on the house. Welcome to the Berserkers.
Give me a drink.
What'll it be?
Oh, keep it short, I'm
Cormac
tired.
sent me.
Ah, so you're the new cultivator.
Yes.
Good, good. Welcome. The seedling fields are the heart of everything we do here. The world heart of it all. And spending time with the soil is a good way to learn who you are. You were sent to me to help on the seedling fields, right?
Yes, I was.
Good, good. Then we can get on. We have a real problem with weeds in the seedling fields. Growler root. If it takes hold again, we could lose the whole crop of seedlings, so I need you to remove it. All of it. Look for the weeds around the small waterfalls between the fields and rip them out. Make sure you get them all, and listen carefully. Take them directly to the trash pile to be burned. I don't want their seeds spreading anywhere else.
That's the Growler root dealt with.
Oh, keep it
I put
short.
the
I'm
weeds in the trash
tired.
pile.
You did well. I could use someone like you around here. Here, take your reward. If I ever need any help again, I will be sure to let you know.
What?
I removed the
What?
weeds.
Excellent. That will stop a lot of complaints from the cultivators.
Tell me, do you want to serve as a cultivator, or do you have other ambitions?
Normally, a berserker has to work on the fields for some time before promotion. But we need more warriors. You could do good work here, but I feel you aren't the type to give your life to the soil. So, tell me, what are your ambitions?
Will you recommend me for a promotion?
Yes, you shall have my support. You can tell Ragnar that Cormag has given you his pledge. You can tell Ragnar that you have my pledge, as thanks for your services to the Berserkers.
There's just one more thing.
Yes.
Why did you choose to join the Berserkers?
To begin with, it seemed like the best way to survive.
But that isn't everything.
My own people tried to kill me. I want to find answers, and joining a faction has to help me find them.
I hope you're not just doing this for your own personal reasons.
Follow me.
Okay. And yet, while it's dead down there, everything up here is green and vibrant. However bad things get, life gives us signs of hope.
It's just the effects of ELEX.
No, there's ELEX down there. The converter proves that. The life up here grows because of something else. I can feel it. There's something here that's changed this life. I'll take care of it. The rotting remains of a long-gone civilization.
Get lost! I don't have time for civilians.
Real men fight with what they've got. They don't hide behind tech.
Technophile. You know, that means someone that loves technology. Well, you can keep your eyes off what we have here and get your sorry ass back to the desert.
I don't care what you're wearing. You're no cleric.
And you're not gonna live long with a mouth like that. Keep your mouth shut, give me some fucking respect, and stop giving me your opinions.
I know you work for the Duke.
You don't know shit. Stay out of my business and keep your thoughts to yourself.
I'm taking the chests.
Is that supposed to be a joke?
No joke. You're giving me the chests.
You're getting nothing from me, asshole!
I'll kill this animal!
I'll wait here for you.
Tower Alpha 7 to Tower Delta 4. Reinforcements have still not arrived yet. Send a general distress signal now. Tower Alpha 7 to Tower Delta 4. Emergency. Send a team to Quadrant Bob Charlie 03 immediately. Tower Alpha 7 to Tower Delta 4. Just have a good look around, damn it. Somewhere above, to the left.
I'm back with you. Go on.